Hello everyone, I'm Elaine McFadden, the host of Smart Health Talk radio show. I'm a registered dietitian with a master's in public health and decades of experience using organic products. And that's why I wanted to take a little time to share with you some of my favorite products for an organic Thanksgiving. And of course, at Smart Health Talk, we're all about organic because we don't believe that pesticides and poisons belong in our body. They're designed to kill, and they kill our cells. Organic, if you watch the Organic Effect video on YouTube, it's a 3-minute video that's won international awards about a family that ate conventional. And then they tested their urine and found they had multiple pesticides in their urine. They put them on an all-organic diet, and guess what? The pesticides went away. So we know that eating organic reduces the total amount of pesticides in your diet, and that's good for your entire family, especially your children. Pregnant women are most at risk. They are the most susceptible to the negative effects of pesticides. But everyone, there is no safe level, and you're getting small amounts on a daily basis, and they are chipping away at your body and your health. So, let me introduce you to a couple of my faves, and these are great companies. These are the kind of people you want to give your money to because they deserve it. They're not going to take your money and turn around and pay the Grocery Manufacturers Association, break the law, do whatever they have to do to keep you from knowing what's in your food. These people are not about that. They're about bringing them the best, the safest, the tastiest product to their customers. That's what they care about. So let's get started. Pacific Foods. Love this company, okay? They are a perfect go-to for all different kinds of soups that are ready-made. Just pour them in the pan, ready to eat, all organic, delicious broths, gravies. Let's check out some of what they have. Okay, I have their turkey broth here, of which, you can, if you need, everyone always needs more gravy. Let's face it, you never have enough gravy. So in order to achieve more gravy, when you're making your gravy, or if you need some broth for your stuffing, which we do have right here, Arrowhead Mills, which is a Hain company. They are a big corporation, but they are very dedicated to organic, and they do stick by their organic products. So we do have a couple of Hain products here. We have Arrowhead Mills organic stuffing, and we have organic shortening, which is so important because a lot of these shortenings are full of GMOs if they're not organic. All right? Not only do they make turkey broth, but they also even make chicken broth, but also bone broth. So if you want to have beef bone broth, chicken bone broth, get the benefits of boiling bones and getting the glucosamine, chondroitin for your joints, and all kinds of other good things that build that immune system to be super strong for the winter. Okay, so they make broth. Pacific has a vegan mushroom gravy for all you vegans out there. Ready to go, just heat it up. Cranberry sauce. And we've got the whole cranberry sauce and the gelled. I like to have a little bit of each. Of course, you can make it from scratch with real cranberries. Done that before too. This is easier. I'm going for this one. Okay. Now, if you want to make your gravy really rich, you can use the broth, but you can use pre-made gravy. Simply Organic also has a powdered gravy mix that's really good too, and it's vegan. So, but you can extend your gravy, make it richer tasting with the added gravy mixes. And this one's organic. I trust it doesn't have MSG, which is what your other one's going to have. It doesn't have artificial flavor, which can take like 100 chemicals. You want to make fake turkey? You would be very surprised at what it takes to actually make an artificial flavor. You don't want it. No artificial colors, no nothing. Just good old-fashioned vegan instant gravy mix. So we got all those. And please check out Pacific Foods and their tomato soup. They're all their different soups are absolutely wonderful. They have a great butternut squash soup. Now, you're probably going to do a lot of baking. And we mentioned the organic shortening. Now, I do want to mention Nutiva. They have a coconut oil shortening. And you do have to be a little bit careful with it. It can make your cookies and products a little bit drier. So you do want to make sure that you have the moisture level just right when you're working with the coconut shortening. And it may take a little trial and error to get the recipe just right using that product. But it is a great alternative, and of course you're getting coconut oil, which has some great added health benefits. And Nutiva is a wonderful company. We love every product that Nutiva makes. We love supporting that company. They donate money to help educate people on GMOs. They do kind of the opposite, exact opposite of what these other big corporations, conventional companies are doing. To try to keep information away from people. They actually donate money to educate people on GMOs and pesticides. So they're one of our hero companies out there for sure. Let's see, what else do we have here? Now, as far as baking goes, Bob's Red Mill all-purpose flour, that's my go-to. I just made some incredible cinnamon rolls with persimmons. My persimmon cinnamon roll recipe is going to be going up on my website. And then Bob's Red Mill was I used to make the dough, which half of it I made a loaf of bread and the other half I made the cinnamon rolls. Definitely want to get people baking again. It's so much fun, and it's actually relaxing and therapeutic in my mind. I love baking, and of course the best part is the eating and making everyone happy and putting smiles on their face with all the great things you made. Now, a lot of recipes for the holidays call for sweetened condensed milk. And if you're from Brazil, you know sweetened condensed milk because they use it all the time down there. But sweetened condensed milk, you don't want to buy conventional. It's condensed. It means it's condensed with pesticides, condensed with GMOs. Get the organic version, okay? And you can make so many good things with sweetened condensed milk. I love it. It's just like having a really rich milk together with sugar. That's pretty much what it is. Okay, making a pumpkin pie. You can make the crust with Bob's Red Mill. They do make a pastry flour too. You can get away with this one. I made perfectly good crust with the all-purpose flour. The pastry flour has more protein in it, is the difference. Okay, we have organic pumpkin in the can. This is the quick way to make a pumpkin pie. I think I'm going to be going for the hard way. I got myself a big squash right here. And I'm just going to either bake or steam it. I haven't quite decided yet. And I'm going to use the meat in there instead of the meat from the can. But of course, I always have a choice now that I actually do have some canned pumpkin as well. But this is all organic, grown without pesticides, ready to go. A lot of recipes call for evaporated milk. I've been having trouble finding evaporated milk, organic evaporated milk this year. I don't know why. Usually the same company that makes this product makes it, but apparently there's a shortage. When you have vegetables, of course, it's always best to go for organic, fresh from the local farmer's market if you can do it. If second best choice is like we have a great store here, Clark's. We may, boy, I've become really popular. Clark's Nutrition is a great store, local store here. And Cadia is a name brand that they have there. You can get or save a lot of money when you buy name brand, the store brand. Of course, it's $3.65 if you're shopping at Whole Foods. Trader Joe's has their own name brand. And a lot of times it's the big companies that make private label for them. So you're still getting good quality when you're getting the private label, and you're saving some pretty good money. Personally, my favorite is frozen corn. If I'm not having fresh, frozen is the next best choice. Canned should probably be your last choice. But canned is always a great thing to have around because when you needed something in a pinch, it's right there ready to go. And of course, it's a great survival food as well. So always keep a few canned things, even though you want to watch out for BPA. It's an endocrine disruptor. It's in the seams of cans. A lot of the organic companies have gotten away from BPA, but it's still not an exact science. Still can't say it's BPA free. So the best thing to do is just, go for fresh and frozen. And as a matter of fact, I got a couple other fresh things here. I got persimmon and apple, and both of these came from my local farmer at the farmer's market that I went to. And got onions and potatoes and this giant pumpkin over here and all kinds of other good things for my Thanksgiving dinner, including my turkey, which was delivered to my house on Sunday, fresh, never been frozen, just slaughtered the day before or that day, and they delivered right to my house a fresh organic heritage turkey that's sitting in my fridge right now. I didn't even have to defrost. It's so cool. And we had one last year and absolutely loved it. And we're going to be boiling the bones, making bone broth, and using every single bit of that turkey. If anything, it'll end up being dog food. We don't waste a single bit. All right. Now, a little something else I just wanted to mention was spices, because spices are such an important part of a meal. They can turn just a plain vegetable into something incredibly tasty and delicious. So learning to use spices, and spices that don't have salt is always good, but we use really good salt. The San Francisco Salt Company, Himalayan pink salt is all wonderful type salt. Real salt is another company we use every single day. It comes from a mountain in Utah that used to be under the ocean. It has all kinds of minerals in it. I absolutely love it. I've noticed that the San Francisco salt company seemed saltier, like I needed less salt. So it's actually fun to experiment with different real salts, the good salts. Don't buy Morton salt, please. Trust me, I could go into what's going on, what's not good about that, but I'm just going to ask you, just don't buy the Morton salt. It's very highly processed. And what a lot of people don't realize about spices is that they're irradiated. That means they're exposed to radiation, they're exposed to high heat. They think that there's like nasty bacteria in there that they have to protect us from, and funny, the organic, they don't do any of that, and everything's fine. So, but that's what they do with conventional spices, and plus they're grown with pesticides. And once you start buying organic, you're going to notice the difference. You're going to notice that the taste is more bold. It seems like all the layers of the flavor are there. The oils that actually carry the flavor and contain a lot of the antioxidants and health benefits are very well pronounced in these spices compared to the conventional spices, and that's because oil can shorten the shelf life of anything. So a lot of times it's the desire of conventional companies to remove the oil, which is the good stuff that has the flavor and the antioxidants, and so they remove it to increase the shelf life, so it'll last for 2 years on the shelf, That doesn't happen with organic. Okay, you get the real deal. And you'll notice that the flavors are just incredible. And you can turn a meal into something really special with spices. There are several companies that we like. We mentioned the San Francisco Salt Company, and then of course Himalayan brand, the Redmond brand with the real salt. Simply Organic, we saw that they made the spice packets. Well, they also make actual spices. And they have great dips too, by the way. If you want to make some dips for a party coming up for the holidays, they have all the traditional dips that you would get, French onion, ranch, all that. They have all that, but with all organic ingredients. So cool. So you can just whip up, and you can use, instead of sour cream, you can use plain yogurt too. Or you can do like half and half. You can do half sour cream, half organic plain yogurt. And that helps to reduce some of the saturated fat and other things maybe that you would want to not have quite as much of. So Simply Organic is a brand. Frontier is another one of our favorite brands. And then the Spice Hunter. They all have organic. Now McCormick is coming out even stronger with organic. What happens a lot of the times, I brought it, but it got kind of messed up. One of the sages spilled to my bag. But a lot of times it'll say natural. It'll, like it's a better, oh, this is a natural spice. So it's higher quality, but don't get tricked, okay? The natural isn't going to be any better. It's still going to have pesticides in it. It's still going to be irradiated, all the things that you don't want. The only way to avoid all those is buy the organic brand. So I hope that you're going to get, maybe find us on Pinterest. We have a great Thanksgiving, and we have 2 Christmas folders full of decorating ideas, recipes, all kinds of things. So Smart Health Talk, Elaine McFadden. Find us on Pinterest and all the other social media, because we put all kinds of ideas there on our website. We have several recipes that Clark's put together that are vegan recipes for Thanksgiving. If you type in Thanksgiving Smart Health Talk, you'll probably find those. And I hope that think about doing the organic wine and going to the Organic Wine Exchange. You'll find a huge variety of different wines from all around the world that are grown without atrazine, without glyphosate, without pesticides, without added sulfites, GMO yeast, so many different things that they add. Sulfites you don't want. Go for the organic. And this, I tell you, I have bought a bottle of Chardonnay from Frey's, and it was, Fry's, Frey, and it was as good as Cake Bread $100 bottle of wine. I actually thought it was better than Cake Bread that we had paid $100 a bottle for, where it was less than $20. So it's quite a bargain. They even have biodynamic, which is even better than organic. But what a great adventure, to just go and like experiment and try these different wines, and to know that you're not getting any pesticides. It just makes it that much better, and it's such a treat for your guests as well, to give them something that's special, and it doesn't really cost that much, all right? So go to the Organic Wine Exchange and find lots of varieties and have fun, okay? Try it. And here, I even have some like fresh sage that I got from a local farmer. So spices, you can buy them in the jars, but you know what? You can also get them at the farmer's market, and I can smell this through the bag. It smells wonderful. So I hope got you some ideas for Thanksgiving dinner, and you're going to try to make this an organic one, all right? Thanks a lot, and I hope you tune in to Smart Health Talk every Tuesday at 1 o'clock on KCAA Radio. Find us on kcaradio.com, as well as our social media and our podcasts, and Ustream is all on there, as well as our YouTube channel. Thanks a lot.